Oops, wrong way. But anyway, did anyone ever tell you that it would be a good idea to Frankenstein these two movies together, make a gross Frankenstein's baby out of them? Because if they did, you're the reason for the Emoji movie. Oh god, this movie's happened, hasn't it? So you know those little yellow things, the faces you can use on Messenger or Facebook or whatever to send emotions to people? They got a movie. They got a movie, and I saw it, and this is gonna be a hard video to film. I can tell you that much. So, TJ Miller stars as a little emoji called Jean, who can't make the right emoji face, and the plot is that there's a kid called Alex who's in love with a girl. He's in high school, so he's not really in love with her, he just crushes on her, but they make it out to be a bigger deal than it is because it's high school. But, yeah, so he's in love or fancies this girl, and she sends him a text, and the whole plot of the film is, I don't know what emoji to send her. I don't know what emoji to... Okay, fine. Fine, let's get on with it. So he doesn't know what emoji to send her, so he tries to send her a meh emoji, and that is the worst one to send anyway, because it makes it seem like you're not interested, so well done, dude. But Gene, this little emoji, can change his faces, and he decides that he isn't ready for it, and he makes a stupid face and sends the wrong face, and then the girl gets freaked out. So they have to go and try and make the right face for him, and he goes on an adventure, and if he doesn't make the right face, they'll erase the entire phone and destroy their world of Textopolis. It's called Textopolis. So straight off the bat, the Emoji movie sucks ass. All of the characters suck. Every joke in this film sucks. There's not really any jokes. I mean, the very beginning, the very first scene, I think I chuckled twice because there are a couple of funny little jokes in there, and I was like, oh, this can't be too bad. It does get very bad. Probably the funniest part of this film that isn't really a big laugh, but probably the funniest part of it is there's like a joke about little emoticons. You know, when you used to have to make lines as a face, and it didn't show up as an actual emoji, it showed up as little lines and dots. There was a joke about that and them being old age pensioners, and there was one more that I honestly can't remember. And there's jokes that really fall flat. Like, there's this one where Gene, the little emoji's walking down the street, and there's a shrimp emoji. And it's like, oh, look at all these emojis we have. We'll throw them all into this movie. So yeah, there's this little shrimp emoji, and then Gene's like, oh, what are you doing today? And he goes, I'm going to throw myself on the Barbie. And it's like, okay, Australians probably say that, sure. A bit of a stereotype, but fair enough. But then you can't make your joke right, because instead of jumping on a barbecue, they jump into a glass of prawn cocktail, and it's like, dude, I thought you said barbecue, prawn cocktail, Barbie. It doesn't work. Jokes like that do not work. James Corden's probably the most irritating side character we've had for a long time. He plays the high five emoji. Oh god, that really freaks me out because it looks just like him. He plays that, and he has this James Corden-esque dialogue, and he's making stupid hand jokes about how he's a hand, and finger jokes, and none of them are funny. There's also a hacker emoji. I mean, the only redeemable thing about the plot of this film, because it's not really a plot, it's just an excuse to throw apps in your face, because they spend a lot of time in Candy Crush, way too much time in Just Dance. I didn't even know that was an app. I thought that was just an Xbox or PlayStation game, but you know, it's an app now. Everything's an app now. They spend time in YouTube and Spotify. A whole plot point is that they have to get to Dropbox through the waves on the Spotify. So, you know, they're just trying to force these, like, things on you. But yeah, I was saying, the only redeemable sort of thing about the plot is that they do explain why there's a hacker emoji and why she's not actually a hacker emoji. I'm just going to go into spoilers because this film doesn't have much to spoil. There's a very small twist, but it's not really much of a twist, so I'll just talk about it. Anna Faris plays this thing, an emoji, but it's actually a hacker, and then Gene's like, why are you a hacker emoji? I didn't know there were hacker emojis. Turns out she's not actually a hacker, she was a princess, and she took herself out of the phone, and it was like she used to be one of the favourite emojis. I've never used a princess emoji. I don't think people do use the princess emojis. And it was also weird because on the phone, the princess emojis look like people, not the yellow faces like the Pac-Man-esque ones. And there's a character played by Sofia Vergara who's a dancer one, and she looks human, but this princess one looks like an emoji, and it's just like, you're changing characters or emojis for the sake of this movie, and it's like, I don't really care, because I don't care about fucking emojis, but it's like, if you're going to do things like that, at least make them look like what they're supposed to be, instead of... Also, there's a plot point, a really boring, stupid plot point, with Jean's parents, who are both meta emojis, they're actual meta emojis, and their relationship's failing, so they're talking about getting a divorce or whatever. It's about a failing marriage between two emojis. Who thought of this? What was going through their mind when they said, hey, these two emojis should have a failing marriage? It's a kid's film about emojis, and their marriage is failing. Who thought of this shit? Who, in the right mind, pitched this movie? And like I said, when I was talking about Valerian, I said about that whole feminist stuff. They didn't force it upon you. In this one, they really do. There's lines from this hacker emoji where she's saying things like, oh, we can do things men can do also. And it's like, who asked you to say that? You're an emoji. She's like, oh, I'm a hacker and only men are hackers, but now I'm a hacker and I'm a woman. And it's like, we get that you're a hacker. We get that you're female. Nobody questioned it because it's an emoji film. Also, I feel like the casting of Patrick Stewart won't get too much of a major setback for him because he only has a couple of lines, but it's just such a shame to see him give an emotional, possibly even Oscar-nominated performance as Professor Charles Xavier, a swan song to the character. It was beautiful. And in this film, he plays a shit. He plays an actual poo. He's the poop emoji, and the only lines of dialogue he has about 4 or 5 lines, and every one is a joke about poop, and one of them's a weird Star Trek reference. But every joke's about poop. He'll just come out and be like, farts, poo, toilets, and it's like, yeah, I was supposed to laugh at that because it's Patrick Stewart, and it's funny because it's his voice, except it's not. All the emojis you see on the poster are just barely in it. They're just there because, hey, look, that devil emoji, the heart emoji. But they don't do anything. They don't serve any... Well, nobody serves anything for the plot, but especially these. So, yeah, the Emoji Movie is a shameless cash grab. It's awful. Don't bother. If you want to see it, if you're intrigued about it, I was. That's why I saw it. It's just nothing. It's not even one of those so bad it's good films because it's boring. It's nothing. Nothing really goes on. It's not like The Room where you can laugh at it because it's so stupid. There are times like that. There are times when you can go, hey, it's really bad, but I'm liking this. But most of the time it's just boring, pointless nothingness. It's an excuse to advertise apps. Well done, Sony Pictures Animation. You've made the worst animated film I've seen for quite a long time. It definitely is not worth seeing, and I definitely would not be seeing it again. So if you've seen the Emoji Movie, can't believe I'm saying that title, let me know what you thought. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next video.